guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go through some cheap defensive stacks for you guys, so let's just hop straight into it. So to start off with, I'm gone to Adana Demirspor in Turkey. We're going to go for Ozbir. The reason I've gone for Ozbir because I do like Adana Demirspor. I think they just recently recruited, I think, Balotelli, which is going to help them hopefully win more games and maybe in turn maybe make better performances from other players. But nevertheless, I mean, this guy seems to be playing well so far. I think it was a red card in this game, yeah, hence the DMP there. But I believe he seems to be quite the firm favourite, I believe, for Demirspor. So he is obviously one to keep an eye on. Demirspor, as you can see, the last 3 games, 4-2, 4-0, 1-0. The last 2 games he's been a part of. Looks like he likes the yellow cards, so you've got to be wary of that. Probably hence why he got the red there. But against Trabzonspor and Alanyaspor, 60 and 70 respectively. So yeah, as you can see here from the last 3 months, basically from when he had started, from game week 397. I'm unsure of the DNPs, I haven't looked fully into it. I'm just trying to show you guys some cheap defensive stack options for you guys right there, so please do your homework for anyone I show you, so make sure you do that. But as far as I'm aware, he looks good, getting some high scores in there, 60, 80 marks that you can see here, so there's no reason why he can't carry on that form. I believe he's dipped in price now, £14.88 as of recording, because he's going to be either on the bench or not used at all for Turkey against Croatia and Latvia. One thing I do know about Demirspor though, they do love a home fixture and they're not very good away. So at home, as you can see here, his scoring is far greater and better than his away form, as you can see there as well. So, and I think that goes for most of the Demirspor players, like the other 3 players I have for you guys to stack him alongside with. And those 3 players, we're going to start with cheapest to more expensive. They're all quite cheap, but you get my point. We're going to go for Jonas Svensson. He's the right back. As a contract till June 30th, 2024, so another just under a year now. So something to keep up for, probably not a long-term thing unless he's signing a contract, of course. SO5 score-wise, I mean, he's done alright so far, can hit the 60s, 50s marks, not what you want to do, but again, when it comes to the home fixtures, that's where all his top scoring and performances are coming from, as opposed to his away form, which is nowhere near as good. So again, this might be a team to be like, right, they've got some favourable matchups. Konyaspor might be quite difficult because I think they're quite decent, and so is Fenerbahce, but they seem to have some good lineup of home games from there on out. So you might have to wait a couple of weeks, or you just use him and I don't know what he's capped to 40 wise, 54 and 50, so they're a bit expensive, but again, you can stack them and then maybe have a player who's got even lesser L15, but completely up to you. The other 2 players I've got left, I've got Kevin Rodriguez. Actually, I had to go against this guy for I believe it was Rock 020 on our Draft Wars episode a few weeks ago. It might be a month ago now, and he used this guy. When he used him, I think he got 94 in that particular game week. And why? Because again, it was at home. As you can see, his home form all here, all nice green, dark greens, apart from the on occasional, not very good game. In his away games, so I think this team's purely going to be off the basis of home form and home games. And yeah, they seem to be a good enough team to take anyone on in Turkey. So yeah, that's someone to take in consideration. I think this guy out of the 3 is probably the most susceptible to high scores. So as you said, your 90s, 80s, 100s even. Whereas this next guy I'm probably going to show you is probably more consistent, and that is Gula, the centre-back for Demirspor. The German international, SO5 score-wise, like as I said beforehand, shows a lot more consistency in regards to his scoring matrix. So he looks to be receiving, it says 19.1 AA in the last 3 months, which I think is quite good. That's what he's averaging. But in regards to his scores recently, I think he's done quite well, 60, 70, 60, so nothing to be, to get you up there at the leaderboard, but he is someone to maybe help you hit a threshold, or someone to maybe, help you obtain some spots, some tier 5s, 4, 3s, etc., to help you push over that line. So someone you can really rely upon. So yeah, that's my first 3. one of Osbeer linked with Svensson, Rodriguez, or Gula. And they're my defensive stack options for one of you guys. So next we're going to go over to the Netherlands, and we're going to go for Go Ahead Eagles. And Jeffrey de Lang seems quite a good little shout for me in regards to his SO5 scores. Go Ahead Eagles are doing quite well. Just recently beaten Heracles 4-0. So I would say with Jeffrey, I think in regards to his scores, as you can see here from the start of the season, 397. He was obviously he conceded, what's he get on it? 5-1. So obviously conceded 5 goals. This is a bit scary. But in regards to that was AZ Alkmaar, who are a good team, and that was away from home as well. That helps him a little bit. In regards to this one, he did a error leading to goal, hence again a low score. But opposed to that, anyway, he gets some good, decent AA score all round. So in regards to a 3-1 loss and a 3-0 loss to PSV, also he got an AA score of 15 and 16. Now, because obviously he conceded 3 goals, his decisive scoring's gone massively down by another 15. So if he only conceded 2 goals, he would have been more on the 50s mark, which is again no mean feat away from home to the likes of PSV and Feyenoord. But I think this is a solid setup because I like the look of this guy, and I've got one other defender for you guys here, and that goes by Bas Coopers. I've got Bas Coopers myself, as you can see right here. His SO5 scoring, again, done really well from the turn of the season. 397 here, did poor against AC Alkmaar, but I'm assuming every player, as you see here, zeros all round and 30s and 17s all round the shop. But again, in regards to him, he is decisive, capable, got a goal here, goal there, assist there, a goal in his most recent games, and the two worst performing ones that he's had so far, again, were away from home for PSV and Feyenoord. So again, no mean feat, but again, so he's got some sort of leeway and a bit of, a reason to sort of have that sort of lower score. But what I really like him as well, because he's a good attacking fullback. Even last game, he's got himself a goal, but even attacking, he had 3 shots on target. Had another shot on target against PSV, another 3 shots on target against Fortuna. So he's getting, as what I'm saying is, he's getting a lot of shots on target, even another shot there. For someone who's a left back, that's really good. It's hard to get a shot off from that sort of position anyway, even if you're attacking. So I really like this guy. He seems to be, in the last 3 months, only AA capable of 7.8, so he is someone who's probably wanting more help in regards to decisive scoring. But as you can see here, they haven't kept too many clean sheets. And but when they do, and they do well, he does really well. So he is someone, if you link with de Lang, as a defensive option, defensive stack, I think it could be really good for you guys, and it could really makes sense, I guess. So yeah, that's my second pick, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments, and let's get into the next one. I've gone for the Hokey Cokey. Cringe. Anyway, so I've gone for Cokey here. Plays for Midtjylland in the Belgium league. In regards to his scoring, he's done, I think, quite positively so far. All things considering, game week 393, as you can see here. Hasn't gotten any red scores, fingers crossed carries on. But but when they do keep a clean sheet, he does do really well, and he gets some good all-round AA scoring as well. So in the last 3 months since roughly the season starting, he's getting 15.4 with 43 decisive scoring, which again is really good. So when he gets that clean sheet, he seems to be, doesn't really seem to average just the 60 mark. He is getting, the surplus of that, the 70s, 80s mark, as I can see from this season. I think he's a good shout for you there. And I've linked him again with one other defender, and that has gone for Jordi van Leberg. Try my best. Anyway, £4.49 for someone like him with £17 there. It's quite just over 20 quid. So for a defensive stack, I don't think that's a mean feat at all. As you can see from this guy from this season, even the back end of last season did well, but from this season in particular, from game week 393, 1-1 against Bruges, still got near enough 70 mark. 77, 76, 84, and in the last 3 months, he's been getting AA score of 27.1. So again, for a team who I don't think they're the best in the league. I think they're quite a mid-table team, if I remember correctly. But nevertheless, he's doing well so far. So again, him linked with Koki, I think is a solid little shout for one of yous. And but yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. And yeah, there we go. Next one. Okay, and we go to Spain, and we're going to go for Andres Fidesz, and 36-year-old veteran, I guess you can call him now, for Levante, who he currently plays for. Last season, he was playing for Huesca, and I think his deal's just run out, so I think Levante have snapped him up and taken over their old goalkeeper who wasn't doing too well. So he seems to be the firm favourite for this position at £17. I think it's really good, and I think Levante are starting to pick up some form. Yeah, as you can see here now, they are now 5th, and from their old goalkeeper, what was his name? Yeah, Famias. He is obviously dropped now, hence the 0% the last 5 games. Just wasn't cutting it for them, I don't think. So now Andres has taken over and has done well with Levante since that point. So now for the veteran at £17, obviously not a long-term option for one of you guys. Obviously not something for you guys to pick up in cap mode, cap 240. Because he has an L15 of 59. But he is someone obviously you can maybe use in Challenger Europe. So again, he's someone who's good. Seems to have a mixture of being able to play both home and away, as you can see from the pictures there. So probably more away it looks like, but apart from that, he seems to be consistent from the last 5 weeks with Levante. But as you can see here, since then he has only conceded 1 goal out of the 5. So defensively they look a bit more astute. Maybe he's commanding the backline better than the previous goalie, or maybe the defenders are just stepping up their game. But nevertheless, that helps us for regards to Sorare. And I've picked 2 different options for you guys. One's more of a budget, and the other one's more budget. And I'll tell you that now. So I've gone for Postigo. As you can see here, is only 64 cents or pence. Sorry. L5 is 63, L15 of 47. Which again is really good. So yeah, I've gone for Postigo because from his last 4 scores, he has done really well. So you've got to take it with a pinch of salt. He is 64p. He's not always going to, pull the cat out of the bag and always, do really well for one of you guys out there. So he is a bit of a risk, obviously. But again, for the sake of 64p, you're getting them less than £18 for the combination for the whole year. So again, take it with a pinch of salt, do what you think. But again, he seems to be somewhat consistent. Could even be used in a cap mode. Fidesz 59, so no, a bit difficult. But if you ever lose the utility in Challenger Europe for Postigo, you can always put him in a cap 240 or 220 mode, which is good. And then the other defender I've gone for, who's better, hence the price as well, £2.31 as a recording. L5 is 62. As you can see, his scoring is a lot more consistent than the one of Postigo. So this is probably my more go-to player. But if you wanted more, if you were trying to figure out a budget and you wanted to put more budget into your midfielder or attacker, then obviously Postigo is more your man. But I would just personally pay the extra £2, £1.50 for Munoz for this very reason. Seems to be a solid centre back, getting an AA score in the last 3 months of 21.1. So as you can see here, lovely greens, very few yellows and stuff. So I would personally go him. Seems to be better bang for your buck. So I would personally go him. So that's my next combination of Andres and Munoz, or if you needed a cheaper option, Postigo. Okay, and now we're heading to Austria for Hartberg in the Austrian Bundesliga. Hartberg seem to be doing really well at the moment, so they seem to be on form. As you can see here, from game week 393, had a rough start at the start, 14 and a 1 against Salzburg, mind you. Should have been beating Blau Linz as they're newly promoted, I believe. But other than that, since then he's been doing really well. 76, 67, 90, 72, and even with the clean sheet, he somehow got an assist. So without a clean sheet, he's obviously got his decisive that way. Saved a penalty again against Lask, which is good, and getting a 90 score. So he's very similar to that old goalkeeper I saw before, where it was like his decisives are 8.5, which I think is relatively good for a goalkeeper. Because if they do get that decisive, then you're more looking into that 70s mark, which is better. Plus your any bonuses or collection bonuses you guys have. So again, 70, 75 for a goalkeeper is no mean feat at all. So I personally I like the looks of him. In regards to Hartberg themselves, Hartberg are actually sitting 4th in the table, having only lost 2 games as well. So drawn 4, 1-4. I think that's again really good. Even if they do drop, I think the Austrian Bundesliga split off into a promotion and a relegation group. And in which case maybe Hartberg's going to be in the relegation group, but they should be nevertheless, I think, top of that. So I've accompanied Salinger with one other defender, and that other defender is Manuel Pfeiffer. And I've got this guy again because his L5 has been really solid, hitting 100, 77, 78, all again, and he does not need to have a decisive to be able to hit those scorings as well. As you can see, his last 2 games, 42.94, 42.48. So that's ridiculous scoring just in regards to just based on AA score alone. As you can see here, from his last 3 months, he's hit 25.8 scoring, nearly hitting 100 twice in that time frame. So again, for somebody at £5.39, I think he's the more expensive option, or this pairing is the most expensive option out of the lot. But for £5 basically for him and £16 here for just over 21 quid essentially. For that sort of Challenger Europe, I think is solid. 54 L15, 62, so it wouldn't bother using in cat modes. So this is for Challenger Europe, but I think they're both solid shouts for any one of you guys. So there we go. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. If you can be so kind as to leave a like and a comment on the video, that would be greatly appreciated. Share it with anyone that you know that this could potentially be helping. If you can also follow right here my Twitter or X channel at Capital Sorare. We always run polls, giveaways, let you know when the next video is out, let you have a say in what the next video is. Make sure to go follow that. And also, as you can see below me, if you are a new player to Sorare and you're trying to get grips with it, obviously as I said, follow the channel. But also, as you can see the little banner underneath me going across me, if you go get yourself 5 off the auction market or 1 bundle, then you can obtain a free card just by using the link below me. So make sure to go click that, guys. It benefits us both, and helps us in the long run. But thanks guys for watching again. I'll see you later. Bye bye.